Welcome class to the ever exciting course of Adobe Edge. In this class what we're gonna see is the difference between element and symbol. Though they look very simple, but then this is gonna be the difference between you when we do the later on assignments, which will become much complicated. So let's start understanding what is the difference between element and symbol. Right now if you see, we have these two color wheels over here, but then if I scrub on the timeline, nothing is animated. Okay, there is no animation over here. And if you see, we have play and stop buttons right below both the color wheels over here, that is the element color wheel and the symbol color wheel. We have this play and stop. So what we're going to see now is the difference between element and symbol and how to control them. A simple play stop command for both element and the symbol object. First thing first, what we're going to do is, as you saw, there is no animation on the element and symbol. We'll start by animating the object. Now guys who have worked with After Effects, okay, will find this thing very much familiar. If I click on the object, let's say this element color wheel over here, you'll find this option of rotation available over here, which you can key and you can do your animation. That's a normal way of doing animation, but as we are in Adobe Edge, we'll use a different style over here. What I'm gonna do is, you have this timeline marker over here. We'll just double click on this. It's gonna turn blue. This indicates now you can click and drag. I'll just click and drag this thing to the 2-second marker, okay, and then I'll go in the rotation and I'll just make it 360 degree and I press enter. What's gonna happen now? You'll find a timeline has been created over here, an animation has been created over here, or you can say a tween has been created over here. Now once more, to turn this animation off, just double click on the marker and the animation is turned off. Now if you scrub your timeline, you'll find the element option is rotating. Okay, same way I'll do the same step. I'm going to repeat the step for the symbol color wheel over here. So I'll just come to the symbol color wheel, double click on the marker, click and drag it to the 2-second timeline. I'll just go to the rotation and make it 360 degree and press enter. So what we have seen over here is how to basically animate this. Can you see this? What has happened over here? Okay, the marker is animated. Remember, as soon as you have completed the animation, remember to double click on this. This is how we animated both the element and the symbol color wheel over here, and this is what we have got. Okay, now for checking the browser preview, what we need to do is, it's as simple as just save your file and press Control Enter on your keyboard. Control plus Enter. This is gonna open it in your favorite browser the way you compile it. Now you'll see the element and symbols were animating. If I just refresh this once more, see this, but after a particular time they have stopped. The reason is, in our Edge timeline, this thing is moving, the animation is moving, but what is happening is, it's going from 0 to 2 seconds, but then it is not rewinding and playing. We need to loop the animation. So now we're going to see one function of Edge called as frame triggers. What we're going to do is, can you see this area over here called as the actions area? I'm just going to go to this 2-second timeline. I'll get my marker over here if you want to, okay, and just click on this button, okay, which is the insert trigger button. When you click on this, it's gonna open up a very simple action palette. Okay, we are not gonna type anything today. It's like we have some preset actions which are available over here. I'm just gonna click on the play button, and what's gonna happen is, it's gonna insert the play command. Okay, and if you see, this play command is coming up with something called as symbol. We'll understand this thing much better once we, by the end, we complete this assignment. But we have this play option available over here. What's gonna happen now is, the timeline is gonna play, come to this particular point over here, and then we have this option called as trigger. Now this trigger is gonna once more play the animation. It's gonna loop back and gonna play till the time you're not giving any stop command. So now what's gonna happen now is, just close this, save your file, press Control Enter, and now you'll see the element and symbol have gone in the loop mode. Okay, they're not going to stop now. Okay, now comes the other part, how to assign the play and the stop command to the button. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we'll close the browser window. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, I'll come back to frame number 0. It did not come, but then I'm just coming back to frame number 0. Now can you see this play button? I'll just right click on this, and we have an option over here called as open actions. I have named it element play button. You can just open this. Now what I want is, I want when I click on this, when I click on the button, okay, so I'll just click on click, okay, it says when I click on the button, what has to happen? The animation needs to play. Okay, I'll just close this now. Now same way, I'll click on the stop button, right click and say open action for element stop button. Now once more it's asking me, do you want to click, double click, mouse over? Definitely I need to click. So I can just say, when you click on this button, what's gonna happen is the timeline is gonna stop. Okay, when I say timeline, you'll know what's gonna happen now. I'll just close this and press Ctrl Enter. I'll save the file first and press Ctrl Enter. Now what's gonna happen is when I say stop, it's gonna stop both the element and the symbol, because the command that we have used over here, that is the stop command, is symbol.stop. This command is applicable for controlling the timeline. Okay, and if you see, both the animations are there on the timeline. Okay, so this is gonna happen. Okay, it's actually controlling the timeline, it is not controlling the individual objects over here. Okay, so in the part 2 of this session, we'll be seeing how to control the symbol. That's it. Let's see you in the next session.